But tonight, we'll see the Seattle Storm going up against the Las Vegas Aces. From the 2K booth with Brian Manafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Zuniga. Thanks for coming along. So Las Vegas will get the first possession. And you always hear about the word culture when describing franchises in sports these days. But how important is that really?
It's everything, Blake. Without a strong culture, no franchise will ever truly find long-term success. You want to foster an environment that players are proud to be a part of. And WNBA teams do a great job of that.
They do, Brian, and it's great to see. To me, culture comes down to what your organization stands for. And when they stand for the right things, the result is always a more unified franchise. Not many still shoot from mid-range, but don't tell that to Bird. She just loves this area of the court.
Inside. And Wilson gets it to go.
You know, that is right where they wanted to get that ball.
Bird outside with the shot. Clark can't hit.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D, but she missed it.
The bucket is good.
Well, with a strong understanding of the game, McCautry is able to survey the floor and find the holes in the defense.
Now here is Lloyd. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
It's pretty rare to hear an athlete admit they were nervous. But when Blue Lloyd looked back at the 2018 playoffs, one where her Storm won the WNBA title, the All-Star guard admitted, quote, "I was just so nervous to where I was like, I don't want to screw this up," end quote. Lloyd had a solid 2018 postseason, but her numbers were a little down from the regular season.
Now here is Lloyd. From deep to Bird. Rebounded by McBride.
You can tell she thought that trigger was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that one.
Understanding defenses better than most, McBride's a playmaker with an advanced feel for the game.
And with Lloyd, she said winning a WNBA title was her biggest goal.
And the lessons learned from that title run with Seattle for Lloyd, she said herself she never got comfortable during that 2018 Finals. But the very next year in 2019, in a first-round elimination game, Lloyd poured in 22 in a win, including nailing the first 4 shots right out of the gate. No nerves and lesson learned.
Here's McCautry. Goes back up. And Swords puts it in.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
We'll see how long they can keep it going.
And she'll shoot free throws. Nearly fouled on the shot that time. The whistle blows. And the foul called on the Las Vegas Aces. She's got her first free throws of the night right here.
And before Breanna Stewart's Achilles injury, guys, she was absolutely dominant. She was the regular season MVP and the Finals MVP in 2018, all on her way to helping her team win the WNBA championship.
Now here's Wilson. Pass to Hamby. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McBride. Jordan Canada with the steal. Here's Whitcomb. First shot, first basket. She is out of the blocks fast. An MVP before her major injury. Do you think Stewart can win another MVP after her injury?
No doubt, Blake. I mean, you can never count out the great ones. Stewart is as good as anyone. She has incredible competitive fire. I think she's focused on being even better than she was before that devastating injury.
Rejected by Carolyn Swords. And it's out of bounds to the Storm as Seattle retains possession. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. That one falls.
The height difference there was huge, but she canceled it out with great body control in the air.
That body control right there is essential. If you're giving up a bunch of height on flat ground, then you better be good in the air.
And be able to adjust in the air, too.
Now here's Wilson. That's in, coming off an assist from Jackie Young.
Coming into the league as a great passer, Young has that radar on her, knowing where everyone is on the court.
And the shot goes in.
Fed her teammate off the bounce there. that was a nice play.
Now here's Young, guarded by Canada, and the ball out of play. The Storm will have it. Tuck, the three is up. Hamby grabs the miss. To the paint, here's Wilson, banked in off the glass.
They need to get way more disruptive defensively. They just can't keep allowing these easy buckets. No, get a little physical. Show some effort.
Defensively, that's job number one. Effort, nothing easy inside. There has not been much defense to speak of yet, has there?
Nope. It's been all offense all the time here early.
Now here's Robinson, guarded by Canada, and that one's good.
And what about the handles of Robinson? Capable of getting tricky when she wants to.
Tipped away. Here's Russell. That shot, no good. Asia Wilson with some nice D. Here's the break. Here's Hamby. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two. First trip to the free throw line for her in this one. And the Aces making a change here. So she gets them both. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Aces ahead, up 3. Hold tight, we've got more basketball action headed your way. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter going. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
They've made the most of their fast break chances here in the early going.
Yeah, tie your shoelaces because they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And here's Canada. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Langhorne can't get it to go. The Aces leading. Pass to McCautry. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Wow. I mean, come on, that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Now the Aces with it. Fast break, Las Vegas. And the basket by Rogers.
A pass from Robinson gets the ball to a wide-open shooter. Selfless play pays off with an assist.
Pass to Longhorn. Canada for 3. Hamby grabs the miss.
When you think about the all-time WNBA playoff shots, De'Erica Hamby might have the most insane shot we've seen in recent postseason play. During 2019's second-round single elimination game, Hamby's Aces were trailing by 2 with under 10 seconds left. Without the ball, Chicago was trying to run out the clock when Hamby did the impossible.
Hamby tries again. The shot that time not on target. Now Seattle takes it the other way. Poked away. Here's Lloyd. It's all in by the Aces. Entering that 2019 single elimination game, Hamby stepped up. Stealing the ball back for Las Vegas, we're trailing by 2.
Then Hamby heaved up a desperation 38-footer that went in. The only problem, there was still time on the clock. As Hamby admitted, she shot it a little early. Thankfully for Vegas, they held on for the 93-92 victory, earning the first playoff win in team history in crazy fashion.
Both teams will make substitutions. And it's the Aces with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
And the basket by Lloyd.
Getting easy buckets for teammates. That's what Sue Bird does, and she's been doing it for a long time.
Here's Allen. Backcourt violation. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Bird outside. Soft touch off the glass.
Not an easy basket from Bird, but she has tremendous body control. It's helped her throughout the years.
Now here's McCautry, guarded by Bird. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brianna Stewart. That's her first foul. And with the 2010s in the rearview mirror, who would you name your player of the decade?
Well, I like championships, so if we're going to talk championships and who won those titles, you have to go with Maya Moore. 4 rings during the decade with the Lynx, and Moore was also all WNBA in each of the 8 seasons she played during the decade.
Well, give me Diana Taurasi. The all-time scoring leader spent most of the decade in her 30s and didn't slow down a bit. Winning a pair of scoring titles, 5 first-team All-WNBA selections, and she also led the Mercury to the 2014 title.
Bird gets the bucket.
Shooting off the pass, it really allows you to square up, feel comfortable. Bird looked really comfortable there.
Timeout. And the Aces call time here.
And guys, one thing I admire about Natasha Howard is her preparation. She wasn't really a starter in her first 4 WNBA seasons, but things started to change in year 5. With increased minutes, she increased her production, showing she was always ready for her big moment.
The Aces making a switch. Here's Hamby. That one drops for her. And talking about Howard's patience in this league, Tim, things really worked for her, didn't they?
Oh, they sure did, Blake. After a landing with her 3rd team in 5 years, she immediately won a WNBA championship and made all-defensive first team in 2018. And the year after that, Howard was named an All-Star and the Defensive Player of the Year in 2019.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. It's stolen by Sue Bird. 2 on none, no one back to stop it.
Yeah, the floor really opened up for her there.
And that was not a good reaction from the defense.
Yeah, they look real slow.
Now here's Young. Not a lot of room. McBride. That's in, coming off an assist from Jackie Young.
Puts everything on the court. Now, McBride will risk her body and mind every day for the good of her team.
Now here's Bird. 7 points in the game. Here's Clark. No good on the triple.
And credit their advantage on the boards, the lead they presently enjoy. That's been a huge factor.
Absolutely, a +10 advantage in rebounds. They're controlling the glass.
And controlling the game.
Here's Bird. Pass to Clark. It's stolen by Jackie Young. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And the basket by Hamby.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Every pass is with purpose, and their last 10 points have come off of assists. Great team basketball on display right now.
She didn't hesitate to take it right up against a much bigger defender.
And you gotta like that fearless, aggressive attitude.
I just love it, Brian.
This is her first trip to the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good.
The top overall pick of the draft by Las Vegas in 2019, Jackie Young came out of college early, becoming the 3rd junior to ever be taken with the top pick after Candace Parker and Jewel Lloyd.
Stewart with the bucket.
It's a pleasure to watch her work at that end of the floor.
Now here's Young, guarded by Canada. From downtown, and she's good on the 3 ball.
Well, it's a part of her game that's improving. Young's been working on that 3-point stroke. Will add another dimension to her game.
And that concludes the first half. Aces ahead. They lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. Angel McCautry really making a difference here.
Her play in the first half was very disciplined, very efficient. Her shot selection was consistently excellent.
That's right, and whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, she's taking only what the defense is giving her and not trying to do too much.
And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. It's good.
You know, she's done a ton to help this team, but if they're going to come back, she needs to do even more. Well, guys, from a basketball standpoint, 2019 certainly wasn't ideal for Brianna Stewart. She ended up missing the entire WNBA season because of a ruptured Achilles tendon.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry. But that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese?
The ace is leading. And Brian, how great is it to see Brianna Stewart back on the hardwood?
Oh, it's awesome, Blake. The league simply is not the same without her. And I think I speak for everyone in basketball when I say it's great to have her back.
And she gets the bucket.
I'd say you're fooling yourself if you think Wilson's afraid of a little contact, because she'll go up against anybody.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
What a play in attack mode to get inside.
And the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
She's perfect from the line this time.
Well, guys, I really admire the patience Alicia Clark has shown in her WNBA career. A second-round pick in the 2010 draft, Clark didn't land on a WNBA roster until 2012, but it all paid off for her in 2018 when she helped the Seattle Storm win the WNBA championship.
Pass to Allen. Back to Swords. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. Brianna Stewart picks one up. And with everything Clark has been through in this league, Tim, where have you seen the most growth in her game?
Well, her outside shooting has definitely improved over the years, Blake. She's also become one of the best defenders in the entire league, earning WNBA All-Defensive second-team honors in 2019. But a first-team nod might be coming sooner rather than later.
And down it goes. 2 points.
3 straight makes to start the second half.
It's stolen by Howard. The shot's good.
Off to a hot start this half. That's 4 straight make buckets.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Wasted no time on that one.
5 straight now, coming out of halftime, rolling.
Now Allen. She's got 6. To the middle. Prince's shot's good.
And they've really come out from the half with fire in their eyes.
Now here's McCautry. Guarded closely. The basket counts and one. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Both teams deciding to change it up. Well, it seems like we've entered an era of basketball when every team has 4 or even 5 players who can hit a 3 on the floor. How has this 3-point revolution changed the game?
It's been unreal. I mean, in the last decade, you've seen 3s made per game double. The spacing on the court has led to increased scoring, increased pace, and we've seen a lot of bigs add that 3-point shot, add that outside shot.
Yeah, a lot of players are starting to develop their shot. Take 2016 MVP Nneka Ogwumike, for example. Now, she made 7 treys in her first 4 years in the league. But then during that MVP season, she almost tripled that total. You know, the great players have just always found a way to adjust their games to the current style.
A shooter doesn't really need much space to be effective. McBride has a quick and accurate release.
Shot by Howard, no good. And it's the Aces with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. They get it back. Knocked loose. Brianna Stewart with the steal. Here's Whitcomb, and it's blocked by Asia Wilson.
And the timing Wilson has blocking shots is special. Gets good positioning and uses her length to deny shots.
And this is her first free throw of the game. And she knocks down the first one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And good on both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Langhorne. But they recover it.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You just can't allow that to happen.
And it's the Aces with the ball. 7-point differential. Up again.
They're not settling. Getting inside for 8 of their last 10.
It's time for this defense to step up and stop these free runs to the rim. It's just too easy.
Here's Robinson. And stolen by Canada. Makes it off the glass.
That's something about all these turnovers. Right away, you're at a disadvantage defensively.
And we're seeing that tonight. So many of their miscues have resulted in easy buckets the other way.
Now here's Robinson. Here's Wilson. Basket is good. The assist from Danielle Robinson.
Yeah, just an elegant offensive weapon. Wilson has way too many go-to moves to count. Defenses have a hard time keeping up with her.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
And when you talk about Jordan Canada, you simply have to talk about her defense. In just her second season in the WNBA, she earned all defensive first-team honors, and she led the league in steals. Safe to say that Canada will be D'ing up opponents for a while, guys.
Here's Russell. Yep, that one goes.
This game, it's taken on a new feel since halftime.
Definitely. The energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break, and the energy level in this booth is heating up.
Wilson. It's stolen by Langhorne. It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. That ties it up.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
For the lead. And it's good on the layup.
Wow, Canada might be one of the smaller players in this league by height. Not small in any way, effort-wise. Great second chance basket.
That one goes in.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Some impressive scoring and still 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the fourth? And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for her.
Yeah, she served her up some tasty room service right there, guys. Sweet dime.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. Fourth quarter action getting started. It's stolen by Langhorne. Here's Canada. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 shooting night.
You can't let Canada get a look close to the rim. This is too easy for her. Great touch.
Here's Young. And they pick up 2.
Well, tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what's happening here.
You nailed it. And as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late. They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard.
But I like their energy. If they can maintain that level of effort, I think it bodes well for them.
The Storm trail. Lauren Canada drives in. And a missed layup. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing control. Well, she doesn't attempt a ton of trades, but Angel does make enough to keep these honest.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over.
Oh, they're pretty disappointed, this coaching staff, and rightfully so. just they're giving up a big run night now. Got to figure out a way to stop it.
Yeah, they haven't really looked good at all here lately. Something's got to change for them. Let's see what the coaching staff has up their sleeve.
So both teams making some changes here. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Lloyd. Back to Bird. Looking to end the run. It's good from long range.
Knowing where everyone else is on the court. It's a skill Lloyd has, and it's a vital skill to have for guards who really want to be successful in this league.
Las Vegas the rebound. Here's Wilson. Good. She's 10 for 10 from the field.
And what a performance we're seeing from her. Not one miss today. Remarkable.
Down low. Swords gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Always some fight. Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. See, it's automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
And the call will be against Alicia Clark. That'll be her second foul of the game. And the call will be against Alicia Clark. That is her third foul so far. Now a timeout called by Las Vegas.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
All right, hang on.
Here's Allen, guarded by Bird. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a nifty 5 for 7.
The best ever when it comes to assists. One of the best ever when it comes to steals. It's a combination show there by Bird.
Allen. Yes, and it's Angel McCaughtry picking up the assist.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead of that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Used to these clutch situations, national championships, gold medal games, WNBA Finals. Stewart's played them all.
And that puts them in the lead.
Well, she's played in more games than anybody in WNBA history. Sue Bird is used to these moments. She's seen more than anybody ever.
And that one's good. Wilson.
Not surprised to see Wilson score the big-time bucket. She has an assortment of moves to throw at defenders.
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands.
Brianna Stewart with the steal. 27 drops right in. She's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
So assertive against contact. Once Stewart makes up her mind, she refuses to be denied.
That one's good. Wilson.
She is feeling it. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
It's Lloyd on the drive. Rebounded on the drive. The ace is trailing. Here's Allen. And she makes good on the layup.
Since halftime, this has really become an intense ballgame.
The effort we're seeing from both sides has been phenomenal. I'm locked in.
Stewart. Started by Wilson. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Well, Stewart doesn't hesitate when she gets a look she likes. She gets her feet set quickly and shoots with confidence.
Here's McCaughtry. Sweet little floater.
There's the question. Wow, Angel McCaughtry come off with the big-time bucket.
Outside Howard. From deep. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Well, remember, Natasha Howard has won WNBA titles. She's a champion. She knows when to step up and deliver big buckets.
Good on the bucket. A
that's the kind of turnover that'll drive you nuts.
Well, yeah, and that's because it's just inexcusable. There's no reason for that to happen.
And that's the difference, plays like that, Brian. The difference between winning a game and losing a game.
Now a timeout called by Las Vegas. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
A prolific scorer whose clutch shots make the crowd go wild. McBride's presence of mind is remarkable.
Chance to tie it up here.
A three-pointer would do just that.
Defense knows that too.
But they get it back. Here's Wilson. The offensive rebound. Allen. McCautry. He's covered by Clark. And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
And that's just what they have to do a little bit to get that ball back.
Yeah, so that's a good foul. Clock management, crucial at this time of the game.
And so the big win by Seattle in a tight game. And they break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
This is a win they should take a ton of pride in. They battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's a wrap, everyone.